Yeah, I think it's one step forward, three steps back from Tuesday night. The first half especially, I thought we lacked energy, we gave the ball away really cheaply, and we just didn't look like ourselves, and I thought it was pretty much a non-event bar Carrick's goal, which again comes from a cheap free kick that we give away in the edge of the box. Which is a great finish, but you know, we shouldn't be giving free kicks a lot of that in the edge of the box, and I thought our overall performance in the first half was pretty flat. Second half got a little bit better, a little bit more pace, a little bit more energy. We put them under a wee bit of pressure, but you know, when you do that, you gotta create chances and you gotta take them when they come along, and we didn't do that. So you know, extremely disappointing today.
In games like this, first goal always pretty crucial.
It is. You know, it gives one team something to hang on to, gives them a little bit of lift. You know, Carrick obviously got that just before half time. You know, second half I thought we came out a little bit sharper, asked them a few more questions, but you know, they go up and score the second one, and it's game over. The little chances we have, we didn't take, so you know, we pretty much got what we deserved today, which is disappointing. You know, we talk about playing the teams around us in the league, and we haven't picked up enough points against them so far this season. Port Out have beat us here, Roe Point have beat us here, Carrick have beat us here. You know, and that's not good enough. We can't be doing that in the league, so it's something we need to rectify quickly.
It's been a theme, you know, obviously. You think of the teams you've beaten this season, Cliftonville, Coleraine and Ballymena, and yet now you've barely beaten any teams right around you.
Yeah, you know, and that's the frustrating thing, because we know the quality's there, but I don't know if it's a mentality thing or what it is against some of the so-called lesser teams, but we haven't. You know, we drew with Carrick up there, it's pretty much the only points we've got against the sort of teams around us, which is extremely disappointing, and it's something we need to rectify. We obviously look after Crusaders and Larne next week, but the two after that, 1 point Portadown, you know, we need to be winning those games, and that's the bottom line. And players need to realise that you can't just switch it on against some of the bigger teams and do things really well, and we nail it in every week. You gotta do the basics well in every game, and sometimes we just don't do that. And, you know, you can't win games of football if you don't do that.
Given the lack of relegation this season, I mean, it's effectively turned games into not a huge amount riding on it. Is that difficult for you as a manager?
There's lots riding on it, because players are playing for the future. I don't like losing games of football. I don't like performances like that. And it's not a free ride to the end of the season by any stretch of the imagination. You know, you've got to have some personal pride and that desire to go and play to your utmost every week. And you know, so it's not a free ride. Players are playing for contracts. Players are playing for their future here. I'm playing they're playing for my future here as well. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not a case of there's no relegation, we'll just coast it. That's not going to happen. You know, and if it does happen, you know, it's not good enough. And if players do think that that's the case, then you know, we'll throw some of the more younger boys in.
And Crusaders obviously Tuesday night. That's maybe it is a game you want after a performance like that.
Yeah, listen, it's another difficult one. Crusaders are obviously a quality side up the top end of the league, and we know all about the quality they have in their squad. It'll be difficult, but you know, it's one we've got to approach and try and get something from. It wouldn't be like us to perform like we did today and then go and get 3 points against them on Tuesday, but we know it's going to be difficult. We know how good they are, but we've got to freshen things up a little bit, and we go and try and get 3 points with them.